Ready? Let's hit it.
Let's hit it. Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome in Impractical Sports Podcast. This one's going to be fun for a few reasons. I'm going to start that over. Welcome in Impractical Sports Podcast. Noah, Ryan, Kevin, this one will be fun because we're going to tell you what to watch now. NBA season over, NHL season over. We're going to fill you in. We have a new segment coming on. Ryan and Kevin don't know about it, but I will bring up that surprise later. And then also, possibly the greatest game show ever. I know I say it every week, but this one may be definitive. It's time to go. You yelling at your dog or your mom?
I was just turning the light on. It kept turning off.
All right. It's time to go.
Let's
Gentlemen, hopefully Ryan doesn't interrupt me. Gentlemen, we are in a bit of a predicament as humans on this earth. The fact that we're good looking, have camaraderie, funny, all that stuff, that does not really factor into the equation here. What does factor into the equation is we, mainly talking about Kevin and I, I'm interested to see where Ryan stands on this now, are without basketball for a while. And I mean, hockey, but it's like not like that big a deal. What do we do? Because there's baseball, but that's not enough for everybody, Ryan. So
No,
what
it's
do they do? I mean, it's enough for us for a while, but I'll start with you, Ryan. There's a bit of a dry spell sports wise.
Yeah, it's depressing. I'm not a big NBA fan, but I'll admit I need the NBA to make memes. It's been a slow week or so since the Cavs got swept. So I would say what people need to do is send us some damn memes so we can continue to cook. Follow us on Twitter, help us out, because the NBA is our bread and butter, and now it's gone forever.
Ahoy, Laxers! Big couple months coming up for the Kev Dog boys. Major League Lacrosse, FIL World Cup, the actual World Cup, which is going to be freaking fantastic. So I'm excited. No shortage of sports for me. I'm super amped.
Okay, interesting. 3 takeaways from that. One, Kev, love that you're bringing your energy already. We love to see that. 2, what is the FIL World Cup?
Yeah.
Federation of International Lacrosse.
Sounds awful.
It's basically just a bunch of countries who think they can play lacrosse, and it's always USA versus Canada in final.
Yeah, I was
kind
gonna
of like
say
hockey.
that sounds like when the USA plays basketball tournaments.
Kevin.
It's just to get a trophy.
Yeah, or hockey tournaments.
Yeah. Well,
Kevin,
no.
Israel has a team because obviously they're hosting. Uganda has a team because there's a lot of charitable lacrosse work down there or something.
We actually know the beat writer for the Israel lacrosse team.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Justin Meyer. So we have some connects. We'll see if we can get our listeners some inside information.
Yeah, we might have to get him on the pod and just talk a ton of Israeli lacrosse because I know we got a huge audience for that. So.
So Kevin, quick question on this because you said it's a bunch of countries that think they can play lacrosse. So America would obviously dominate in football, and I'm convinced that I could be on the national team for some of these awful countries like Kazakhstan or some crap. Do you think you could be on a national team for some of these lacrosse teams?
I think I can make the Uganda national team. Yeah,
I would love to see that.
I don't know because I'm kind of out of shape now, unfortunately, listeners. So teams like Ireland and England pride themselves on just being in shape, but maybe they're not that in shape. They go to the pub right after a game and stuff. So who knows?
And who doesn't know? But speaking of being in shape, one of our co-hosts here is apparently a bit of a gym rat now. You want to speak on your new lifestyle change?
Gym before this podcast.
I mean, I don't want to brag, but I was lifting some weights today, really getting on that grind, as us weightlifters would say. Not sure if you guys are too familiar, but it felt good. Kev, I would like to make a comment on your lacrosse string. I think the only way to really know is you got to go establish citizenship in Uganda. I will pay for the flight. I don't know how long you have to live there. I think it's it's a year or so. So good luck. I'm going to miss you, but we have to do this for content.
Love content. Yeah,
I'm done.
Kev, you will be missed. We will have a competition for a third pod. Yeah, I guess if we can do Google Hangouts all the way over in Uganda, that
If a tiger doesn't
may-
eat him, yeah.
Yeah. But okay. So we talked a little bit soccer and lacrosse there. We will actually have a bit of soccer stuff coming up in the game show, which I'm telling you, unbelievable. Trust me, Ryan, it's not that hard.
Okay.
I know you're happy. Or like I know you're not happy about that, but like it'll be easy enough. But I think we've gone almost 10 minutes already without talking about the NBA, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, not to brag, not to pat ourselves on the back, but we could talk other sports.
Yeah, I mean, for like maybe 5 minutes ish. All right, let's go to NBA. So here's my question to start things off. Okay, this is a crazy story when it came out. And I feel like it's almost died down a little bit. LeBron's hand. So there's so much to dissect here. So he punches a blackboard, chalkboard, whiteboard, whatever it was, after game one, I think understandably so. And he shows up in the game 4 press conference after the game, and it's broken, it's fractured, nobody knows. People are saying he's faking it. What happened?
Yeah, Noah, I gotta be honest with you. I know like LeBron's your boy, but from the moment I saw this, I knew it was completely fake. You know, I've been wondering recently if we could curse on this podcast because I don't think there actually is a big distinguish between explicit and non-explicit. So I'm gonna say a curse word here, and we're gonna see what happens. That whole casting, bullshit. Just like,
Whoa.
okay, we saw him doing push-ups. We saw him doing all the handshakes. This man, like, okay, yeah, he put up triple doubles every game. I know it's LeBron, but like, that's just putting on a cast after losing to deflect the blame, which he doesn't even have to do. No one expected him to win this series. No one even really expected him to win a game. It's just fake. It's just such a LeBron move. And like, usually I'm like, whatever about it. But that one really just triggered me.
Yeah, no, what's your take on this? Because he obviously didn't have to wear the cast to the press conference. He could have just done it in his own private time to recover. What did you think when you saw that?
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. I'm not a great thinker on my own. So, like, I always take things as they are. I'm like, oh, yeah, like, I never noticed things. So, I'm like, definitely broke his hand. Like, nothing conspiracy theory at all about that. Then some people started saying, I'm like, nah, you're dumb. Like, there's still nothing going on. But kind of when Ryan was saying something right there, I was thinking, like, I'm obviously still trying to defend him, but, like, that's kind of crazy. Because, like, I think it might be some form of fracture or break, but like he didn't put it on in any other like press conferences, obviously, because he didn't want people to know, but like he had to put it on right there. He could have just like not held it out for like another like week or so. Seems interesting. But I mean the series was over, and then he could put it on and like have everyone know. He didn't want to let them know during the series, so maybe he's just being a stand-up citizen.
Well, don't be bland about it. Is it interesting, or is it like give it more of a like, do you support him doing that or no?
If he's completely faking it, no. I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. If I had to guess, I would say he's not faking it, but he did like consciously put it on so that like people were like, "Oh my God, he played with a broken wrist. He's that much more impressive." But like, I don't think he needed to put it on. But I do think it's like broken or something.
Yeah, I would say basically the most LeBron line of all time is like when they asked him something about the series, and he picks up the cast and he goes, "Yeah, basically played the last 3 games with a broken hand. Don't know what to tell you. Like, not to brag." Like, such a LeBron move to say that.
Yeah.
And then 2, like Kev, you're trying to amp Noah up, but like, does he really care anymore when LeBron's not even a Cleveland Cavalier anymore?
We'll get to it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot to talk about right now. Okay.
How did you feel about that Draymond Green shirt, Noah?
It's fine because literally, like, I don't think that there's like that much hatred between these teams anymore. Like, there is kind of between some of these players. Like, there's so much like quote respect that like this is all a joke, and they're all like such good friends. It's like if like we were in like some like sports gaming league, and like obviously like I would whoop you guys because like that's what I do and these kind of things. But like if I did and I wore like a Kevin is like dumb shirt or something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's basically the gist of that. I didn't really get mad because I didn't really care this time around that the Warriors won. It was just like this one didn't even like hurt me that much other than game one. But I want to go to the Warriors really quick.
Mhm.
Kevin, you were not on last podcast. Ryan, you were obviously on the last podcast. Do you remember what I said about Kevin Durant the day before game 3?
Yeah, you said you didn't know if he was the second best player. I swear to
Yeah.
God, that boy heard you.
Yeah, no, I literally wrote down in my little rundown here, I said, KD heard me because I was like trash talking him. And this boy just had a look in his eye like someone told him off, and he was going to make sure everyone knew that he was either the first or second best player. And I'm convinced it was me.
I mean, I would have to assume so. I think he's a big listener of this podcast. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't say Kevin Durant's listening, but one of his 20 burner accounts is definitely subscribed. So I think he heard you, and really Cleveland only has you to blame at this point, is what I would
Could
say.
you imagine if he had like interns working for him, like listening to all the podcasts and stuff? That'd be hilarious.
Literally, like, just searching Kevin Durant on all forms of social media, just Google searching every day to see everything said about him.
I mean,
can
I can see
honestly,
it. He's
yeah.
pretty self-conscious. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I have a couple takes about Kevin Durant. I do want to share. So, number one, you guys know I'm not a big Kevin Durant fan. I think he's a snake, soft, the whole 9 yards, whatever. But I've started to gain a little respect for him, just in the
What?
fact that like the whole ESPN story, like don't get me wrong, he's still very soft, like, and I don't know, because I've always been on the side that I don't like him at all. I hate just why did you go to the Warriors? Made the finals were so boring this year, you know.
All right.
But now I have a little bit of respect for him because he's like he doesn't look at the game the same way. The whole ESPN story that came out, he's like he doesn't look at it historical. He looks for individual growth, which is like a very narcissistic way to look at things. But I don't know. I look at him in a different light than I did a few days ago.
Kev, few comments. One, speaking of light, why do you, Ryan? I don't know if you noticed this, but like Kev is getting so much darker, like so rapidly on his screen.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know if you just got put in like a black hole or like some sort of pit or something, but like your screen got hella dark when you were talking. I'm shocked that you have any respect for him, Kevin. My question was like, how happy do you think he is? Because like he was saying stuff after game 4, like after the series is over, where it made me think like he had to say this stuff to make himself feel good. Like he was saying, "Oh, it's so hard to stand out on a team like this," where he was like trying to brag and everything.
Yeah, which is obviously BS. Yeah, it's a good point.
I don't think he was like genuinely happy. I think this one almost struck him as like, wow, like that was not how it should feel.
Honestly, I think the only player that was genuinely happy after that game was Quinn Cook.
Yeah, and Swaggy P.
Yes, Swaggy P and Jordan Bell, who scoured all of Oakland looking for Hennessy, which was really hard to find. Apparently, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, but going back to KD real quick, I just like I heard this argument the other day. It makes perfect sense. Like I don't think he'll ever be like completely happy in Golden State because like it's not ever going to be his team, right? Like we see him dominate, but when we think of the Warriors, we think of Steph. Like it's always going to be Steph's team as long as they're both there, even if KD's the better player. I know you're shaking your head, but that's the way it is. KD could be the better player overall, but no one looks at the Warriors and goes, yeah, that's Kevin Durant's team. It's Steph's.
I do.
Well, you're dumb.
Well, that is probably true. But
I don't
still have an opinion.
I don't even really look at it as it's like Steph's team. It's just like all 4 of their teams, you know. They're just like such a super team. So boring to watch. He needs to move on to another team because the NBA is awful with this current awfulness.
Okay, so you say he needs to move on to a current team. Good transition. LeBron. We'll get into all the offseason stuff. Just quickly, 1 through 10. 10 being you put all the blame on him. 1 being it's not his fault at all. How much blame do you put on LeBron for losing the finals? I mean, like, given that they weren't the favorites and everything, but like basically like you think he could have performed better, like the punching of the chalkboard and like all that stuff. How much blame do you put on him? Either of you.
0.
Like a 3, maybe.
3. Okay, interesting. Some people are really hating on him, like goats don't get swept in the finals.
Yeah,
They're like, this is
if you're like
crazy.
Skip Bayless, you're hating on him because
Skip Bayless. Okay, I don't want to give him the time of day, but he said the stupidest thing. He's like, why are half the teams in the NBA are trying to go after a guy that punched a chalkboard and got swept in the finals, and I just like that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard anybody say. He said, why are teams wanting LeBron? Yeah, Ryan.
Well, you might have one valid point. Is LeBron injury prone now? Gotta think about that. You gotta wonder. He's going into free agency injured. How does that happen? We don't want another
He's just
Kawhi.
anger prone, bro.
We
He's
don't
just
want
anger
another
prone.
Kawhi. I'd just be worried, Kev, especially you.
So, speaking of people listening to our podcast, a lot of national media, like on Get Up and First Take and a lot of these talking heads, I think they started hearing me out, and everyone's saying, "Nah, Philly's not that great of a fit for LeBron."
Yeah, I've heard
I'm
that
like,
too.
I've been saying that.
Okay,
I
so
just wanted to give myself props. Just
yeah, I think you're.
what's his name, Dennis Rodman.
I think your horn deserves to be tooted there, Kev. Thank you.
Not as much as Dennis Rodman though.
All right, I was going to avoid Dennis Rodman in this podcast, but if you really want to talk about Dennis Rodman,
Yeah,
Kev, I will give
Kev,
you
you
time
seem
of day.
like you really want to talk about it, so please give us your take.
Give
I
us
mean,
your
it's
political
pretty-
analysis.
I think it's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, of course.
We're looking
Kev.
at
Real
just
more
like-
funny, Brown on the line. I'm not dealing with this today.
Yeah, did you not see him cry his eyes out on national television? You think that's
Yeah.
funny? You even
Bro,
got a
it's
soul?
for Potcoin.
got a
It's for
soul?
Potcoin.
Yeah, I'm gonna invest in that.
Death threats never funny, bro.
I'm gonna invest probably.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Back to LeBron, if we can do that. So there's I think 4 teams he's like rumored most likely to go to: Houston, Philly, Cleveland, Lakers, maybe throwing the Spurs. It can be any team other than Golden State, because that's the obvious answer to this question. Where would we hate him most for going? And I almost want to say Cleveland, because like he shouldn't stay here, and I'd be like, you're such an idiot. Like, why would you do that? But like, I'm obviously not going to say that. I
But
think
isn't
I
the
would
one-
say
Before you
What?
finish the question, isn't the one side of you just sign a 7-year contract and finish your career here? Like, isn't
Yeah,
there
I
a
mean-
side of you that wants you to just like be at peace and not want him to make these decisions every couple seasons?
Yeah. Well, that's yes, but I mean, he's not going to do that. What he might do is sign another 1-year contract, because he does that every year. So I don't
Yeah.
want
It's annoying.
that. I mean, ideally, yeah, he signs a 7-year deal, semi-team friendly. It's only like 25 instead of like 30 million a year, and like they're good. But he ain't going to do that. It's going to be a 1-year deal and all that stuff. I mean, I still want him back more than I want him to leave, but just like for
Yeah,
his
like,
sake, he should.
I understand why you're so accepting of it, because like Cleveland's stupid and stuff, but like not like the city, but like your franchise. So
Very stupid.
I don't know. I think he should do it for the city. Like the economy is just gonna like blow
Yeah.
up after he. So good thing you moved
Yeah.
to Maryland.
SOS, yeah. This is true. He is the economy. Okay, but back to the question: where would we hate him most for going?
I would say the Rockets. Cause like I just don't think like him in Houston is like a good fit, and I think it would just be awful basketball. Only one basketball. Remember that. You got 3 guys now who need it, and like all they do is shoot threes like a bunch, and they're not going to change that. That's their game style. And like LeBron's like he's gotten better at 3-point shooting, but he's not like a 3-point specialist. And I just don't like him with that team. And then it just becomes Rockets, Warriors, and then like you could be awful in the East and find your way to the finals now, or basically it becomes the Celtics' reign. So like I don't know where I want him to go, but it's nowhere basically. I kind of just want him to retire.
The most
Wow.
hated team for me would obviously be the Celtics.
No,
That would be awful because
That'd be crazy.
That would be
Marcus
great.
Smart is on that team. Imagine if like Kyrie Irving just like flip flopped and he's like, "No, LeBron, you should actually come here now. Like I have a good situation and I'm kind of cool over here now." It's like, I don't know. It'd be stupid.
Okay. Interessante. I must say, it seems to me that like I can't really see him going anywhere. I'm like, oh, Houston,
Yeah.
that'd be so weird. Philly, LA, like even if he goes back to the Cavs, I'm like, what? Like that just seems weird. Like, why would you? Like, it's just a weird situation. It's gonna look weird with him in a different jersey. especially like Houston or something. That'd be so wild.
Yeah.
But I interrupt this off-season stuff going on for the game show.
Ooh.
Go game show.
All right, as is expected, on weeks where I was not hosting the week before, I win, so I'm hosting now. We have a clash of the non-Titans today, Ryan and Kevin. Should be a good one though. We have great questions again.
Ass is going down, Homer.
Ooh.
You don't want this. You don't want this work, big guy.
Oh, this actually reminds me. Are we going to have a Ryan Rhymes on this podcast?
We will not. We will have one debuting next week.
Debuting? It already debuted.
Yeah,
That was a diss track. That was a diss track.
No,
Okay,
you
okay,
already
okay.
had one in like the winter though.
That was not the real Ryan Rhymes. This is Ryan
This-
Rhymes 2.0. 3.0. Skipping 2.0 straight to 3.0.
Wow.
Damn, dude.
Impressive. Okay, let's get to first question. I hope it's 2-2 by the end, by the way, because the last question, I really want this to be tied for. It's intense. First question. Again, you should listen to the whole damn thing. So Bravada just dropped like a few days ago, like the odds for the NFL Super Bowl next season. Name the 3 teams with the worst odds.
All right.
Yeah.
Browns. Who else?
Start naming some teams, Kev.
I'll
I'm gonna
go
give it to
with
Ryan.
Browns,
Okay.
Dolphins, and Titans. I don't know.
Okay. Incorrect.
I
Ryan.
feel like a playoff team. Okay, I'm gonna go Browns, Jets, and for some reason the Bears have been getting a lot of flack.
Okay. Hint. Ryan was closer than Kevin. Kevin, it's your turn again, and the first team both of you named, not on that list, I must say.
Okay.
So Bears, Jets, and the I don't know. Just give
Okay,
Ryan the
Ryan.
point, honestly.
No, I'm gonna get this. Oh man, this is hard.
Oh, I
Good
thought
audio.
you almost said it right there.
Man.
Starts with the same letter, Ryan. Or Kevin.
I don't know any team that starts with an M all of a
The
sudden.
city starts with an M.
Oh, my Dolphins?
Yes, the Dolphins.
Okay.
I said the Dolphins.
Yeah,
But you did not
say
say
the
them in
other
the same list.
Yeah, Ryan, you made fun of me though.
No, I made
No,
fun
he
of you
said-
for the Titans.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they just popped in my head.
Dolphins, Jets, Bears. I thought that was interesting. No
I don't
Browns.
get why the Bears are so low.
Yeah, I don't understand why the Browns are ahead of them. Well, actually, I mean, I do, honestly. But
Dude,
yeah.
the Bears suck.
Kev, I'm going to fight you so hard.
If you think
Okay.
you're gonna finish
Kev.
above third in the NFC North, dude,
Kev. This question semi-tailored towards you. I think Ryan might have a shot at it. 2-part question. Listen to the whole damn thing, both of you.
so did Ryan get that? Last
Yeah.
question?
Yeah.
Nah.
The United States, the United States just drew in an international friendly. Score was 1-1. Who just buzzed?
Kevin.
I did.
Yes, Kevin.
France.
Incorrect. Who did they play against, and what college did the goalkeeper go to?
No,
France.
no, it's my turn.
I already buzzed.
No, it's my turn.
No,
France and
it's Ryan.
Maryland.
It's Ryan.
France and Maryland.
Dude,
Yes.
this is the worst game show controversy of all time. If you give this to Ryan, we're not
It
moving on to the
is
next
Ryan.
question.
You already buzzed.
We're not moving
Yeah.
on to the next question.
You're the one who
We're not.
won.
We're not.
You know
We're
what?
not.
You know what?
Show me
Give
the
Ke-
rule that
give
states I can't buzz twice.
Give Kevin
After
the
a
points.
I
don't
have the
even
rule
care.
book.
Give Kevin the points. I'll still take his little ass down. Give him the points.
Oh,
That's right. 1-1, baby.
Why are you getting excited? Just roasted you.
Okay.
Dude, I
Okay.
dusted
Through
you.
some serious controversy. Judge would not normally let that happen, but for the sake of competition, all out.
Yeah, baby.
Again, I would recommend waiting till the end of the question to answer this one.
I'd recommend limiting yourself to one question, dude.
Yeah,
last-
they didn't even get-
All
Never
right,
mind.
shut up, both of you. The last 2 defensive players of the year in the NFL are holding out of training camp. Who are they? Yeah.
Oh
Ryan.
my god! I just saw this today, and
I feel like everyone's holding out.
I don't remember. I was thinking of something else.
Okay, you don't know either one.
Wait, Aaron
Kevin,
Donald is one.
Okay, yeah? Hurry up. 3,
I have no idea. who
2.
that is.
Kevin, you know what the other one is.
Can I get a hint?
Okay, I'm going to say a hint, but both of you can shout it out. He currently plays in the same state as Aaron Donald, like their actual team. That state is?
California?
Yeah, start naming teams in that state.
Raiders? No, Vegas.
The Raiders are actually still in Oakland, Kevin.
San Diego?
The Raiders are still in
Khalil
Oakland.
Mack.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, I thought it was.
As I said,
I thought it was like no, it couldn't.
Yeah,
be.
good thing you said that because I was thinking they were in Vegas already.
Damn it.
okay. This has been tough sledding to get here, but Kevin is controversially up 2-1.
Rightfully,
All right,
2-1.
Kevin, you knew it, but you didn't execute on the second question, okay? Just for the record. Fourth question here. Going to hockey.
Oh,
Which
God.
team is the odds-on favorite, according to Bovada, to win the Stanley Cup next year? Yeah.
Bruins? No, I can't. Be right.
No.
They're
Kevin?
so bad. Nashville.
Nashville? No.
Uh,
Ryan?
Penguins.
No.
Capitals.
Interesting. No. Okay. I'll give a hint. You can shout it out. They play in the East. Yeah.
Lightning.
Yes.
Let's
wow.
go.
Here we go. 2-2.
Damn.
Bolts, bro. Bolts.
Both.
So friend of the podcast, Dom Wright.
Congrats to him.
Maybe happy. Yeah. Well, I don't know about congrats, but I think you should be in for a
Congrats
good
on
season.
Congrats
Okay.
on a pre-championship.
Trust the
Okay.
process, baby.
So, as we all know, the World Cup is starting Thursday, right, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we did not know that because I didn't, and I don't think Ryan did either. So just Kevin.
Go for it.
So it's close. It's 1 day away from the listener, 2 days away from us. So Ryan, as we've been talking about as non-huge soccer fans, we need a team to root for, right? So I don't know if you saw this. SB Nation dropped in quiz article thing. Which country should you root for based on the food you like? It actually like 10 questions about like how much you like this kind of food, like how outrageous you are. And you're not gonna. Yeah.
Greece.
No.
They're not even in the World Cup.
Damn it, I didn't know.
Idiot.
Okay, listen. I didn't even ask the question yet. Which country did I get?
Yeah, I knew that was the question.
Okay.
I didn't even ask
This is a
that.
test of who knows me better, bro. Kevin, you
It
have
took
a
like
guess?
20 minutes to ask that question.
I want to lead into it, okay? I want to lead into it, Kevin. You have a guess?
So, what food does Noah like? Beans, kind of weird, rice.
Yes. Okay, that is actually in this country, but this
So
is like
Japan.
that is the least country I would think of when you just generalize with beans and rice.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking rice too much.
I'm gonna go.
Peru.
What? How did you get that?
Oh, he doesn't get the guess again.
No, that counts. I'm overruling that counts.
Let's
Kevin,
go.
you were not going to say Peru.
You don't know that. You weren't in my brain. You weren't in my brain.
Dude,
You weren't. there.
Okay.
I had through an idea though. Discussing food. Noah.
I went Greece because I
Peru.
know he loves euros, and like for some reason I thought that was from like Greece.
No, Greece has like elegant, expensive food.
You ever been there,
And
bro?
euros.
No. So
Okay.
Someone salty. They didn't win the game show.
Ooh, wow, that was maybe the most controversial win ever. I think I maybe have to host again next week just to have like a little like redemption between you two. That was intense. That
Yeah,
was
dude.
scary.
What can I say? I'm the man.
You also don't follow the rules like damn near whatsoever.
Hashtag
But-
bad boy.
Okay, let's go back. We'll finish up on NBA, then we'll get into some other stuff, okay? So, LeBron, during the playoffs, Ryan, does not go on social media. How's he going to – I don't know if he already broke his, like, social media hiatus or whatever, but, like, his first, like, real tweet that's, like, meme-worthy. How's he going to do it? Instagram? He's going to Instagram a meme? Is he going to, like, subtweet a player? How's he going to do it?
yeah, I actually I just saw this on the spot, but I think it's pretty good. First of all, he did already break it. He did an Instagram live after they won the Eastern Conference Finals on his wife's Instagram, which completely counts. That's not following the rules of Zero Dark 3023. So wrong there. But the MVP award is gonna be announced soon. There's some award show. I think as much as LeBron deserves it, James Harden might win, and so they're gonna tweet out "Congrats to James Harden," and LeBron is gonna quote tweet that with something that is actually a pat on the back to himself, letting him know he can't win it. Congrats, my boy. I can't win him every year, or something like that.
Yeah. That or great, and then all in caps regular season, bro.
Yeah, be like, great job getting your team almost to the finals, unlike me.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's real good.
Kevin, do you agree? Do you have something different?
Nah, dude. That's great.
Okay.
Ryan's great, dude.
Kevin's the king of not thinking of one and just agreeing with whatever I say first.
I mean, in fairness to him, that was a pretty good one. I probably would have done the same thing.
Thank you.
So, respect.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
last
so
thing,
did
on
I.
NBA. Last thing on NBA. I don't know if you guys saw this on Twitter. It was a Reddit post, and it was so funny, and I think we have to discuss it.
Okay.
It's also genius. So, this guy tweeted, he's like, honest thought, why do the Warriors not do this every single play? Steph Curry, best NBA shooter in history. Best NBA shooter in NBA history, whatever.
You got it.
I think you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, here we go. Why don't the Warriors just the other four of them just lock arms around him, form a ring, and just have him get 5 foot of space and just have him shoot every time down the floor?
Wouldn't be less of a moving pick than their offense already is. So.
Kevin hates the Warriors moving picks so much. Every time they're brought up, well, they move on their picks, bro. They move on their picks.
Draymond Green might as well go out there with a baseball bat, man. Come on.
I like that idea.
Isn't that genius?
I think we might have to try that. We don't have a bona fide shooter, but we should still try this.
I mean,
Ryan, well, you're
I'm
going to
the
be
closest to what we got, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin. I have the form. I just got to figure out how to get it in the basket real quick.
Yeah, as I said a few podcasts ago, you're a sharpshooter minus the sharp part. You just,
yeah, whatever.
You just let it fly. So
Yeah,
I think people wouldn't guess this, and I think if we did it, they'd just be what's going on? Just get you plenty of room, pop a wide open triple. It's money.
Yeah, I like that. Also, we're speaking of NBA things we like. I saw this tweet randomly the other day. It's from 2015. It might be the dumbest but funniest tweet ever. It's a picture of a Shutterstock image basketball, clip art. And some guy just tweeted, he was at LeBron James, you like what you see, LOL. I don't even get what it is, but it is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Did it go viral?
Yeah, it blew up. It's so
That's
funny.
hilarious.
Oh man.
The picture must have been pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just think of you type in Google image basketball and just screen grab that.
That's funny. Did you guys see the tweet? I think this was set up and staged because there's no way people are this clever on their own. This is this is not sports related. This is one of the most clever tweets I've ever seen. Somebody tweeted I thought about grilling you today, and it was a burger. And then somebody quoted it pre-marinated murder.
Yeah.
That was the most clever thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I love this.
That goes to your idea of one of us tweets something and the other one.
Whoa! Keep that on the deal. Keep that on the deal.
Yeah, never mind. No, forget that. Never mind. I
almost tweeted on my own account. I was gonna tweet dumb tweet and then quote it with roasting this dumbass. And then I was gonna reply to the quote be LOL, now that you're here, Venmo me.
You should just make burner accounts and do that.
Kev, what'd you say?
I said you should have made burner accounts and do that.
Yeah.
I feel it'd be funny if it was all the same account though, but whatever. What do I know? Have it gone viral like Ryan, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, boys. So something else that has gone viral is Alex Ovechkin's little celebrations and ponds and all around DC and everything that he has done. I am sitting here and telling you Alex Ovechkin is the most likable athlete that you may not be rooting for, on a team.
Kevin, you're my most likable co-host right now because that was the next topic I was going to go to. So you did it perfectly. That might be a stretch, but he's kind of dope. Some people, this ticks me off. Some people are getting mad about the Capitals celebrations and stuff and are saying like, "Oh, it's over the top." It's like they shouldn't be doing all of this. What? How old and like awful of a human being do you have to be to get mad at what they're doing? Just like celebrating in the streets with the people, going to like clubs and just like being more out in the open than like MJ, who like went to private clubs and like nobody saw him for like weeks. Like I love what they're doing, and I guess you do too, Kev.
Oh yeah, that cake stand,
So-
perfect form on it. Freaking
Yeah.
Alex
Yeah.
Ovechkin in the cup. How much do you think that thing weighs? Because it's pretty big.
I
Like
think
5 pounds.
yeah.
It's so light.
The cup?
They're hoisting it like it's nothing. I would say like 20 pounds.
Well, they're
probably.
big
No,
guys,
it's not,
but
yeah, it's huge. It's really heavy. I think.
Yeah, they're
It's
strong guys,
infamously
but, like,
heavy.
yeah, Kev, I'm gonna agree with you. I like fell in love with Ovechkin like the moment I saw him like celebrating after the cup. That was like something cool to see. But like, I've also just like realized like hockey guys are maybe like the coolest guys on the planet. Like they're just
Yeah.
like a bunch of like grown up like frat guys who like I'm not a huge fan of, but like they're living it up, just like shotgun and beers, like Ovechkin dropping F-bombs during the speech today. TJ Oshie chugging a beer like through his jersey to like show that it was mesh. Like
Yeah,
those
I think
men
they're.
just living.
I think they're like the tier of frat guys that are like really cool and like low key and like have a good time. But like I feel like lacrosse is like they have like the bad rap of like having the douchey kind of frat guys. But whatever.
Thanks for
Yeah,
thanks for bringing lacrosse into that. Needed it.
Yeah, give it a bad name. Hockey though.
Yeah.
That's not the segue I wanted. But celebrations, guys, what would you want to do? Because we see these athletes doing crazy crap all the time. What's like one activity you would want to do if you just won like your sports, like Ryan MLB, no, you two for MLB, I guess. You're just winning the World Series. What's on
Blackout.
the agenda for the next week? Yeah, but you have to have like an activity with it.
Wow, that's tough. I mean, I was kind of thinking about this the other day. There's so much stuff I would do as like a fan, like in that, like I have a fan mentality. So like if I did that, I would just lose my mind. Like I would just go around the city just doing whatever. I would just like set stuff on fire. I've always wanted. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I've always wanted to take a number 2 on somebody's windshield. So I would take a number 2 on literally. I would do it on everyone's windshield I ever wanted to do it to, and I would just be like, "Whatever, bro. I just won a title. What are you about to do about it, huh?" You know what I'm
In
saying?
your own city?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
In the
like
city
everyone in
that you just
Cleveland.
won?
Yeah, I mean, I probably like walk around other cities and stuff and like poop on their windshields too. It wouldn't like just be mine, you know?
It's so disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm doing it to somebody, they probably earned it, you know?
That's
I'm a good guy. I don't
thinking
just
more-
like poop on people's windshields. They don't deserve it, you know?
I thought it was random people.
Did I say that? I did not mean that. I did not mean that.
I was thinking more like skydiving and going
Yeah,
into
definitely
shops and, like,
skydive.
getting free food and stuff. I would get so fat after
Wait,
that week, man.
Are you talking like me being like the athlete?
Yeah.
I don't know what I do, but let me tell you, if I was, well, I am a Cubs fan, but if the Cubs were to beat the Yankees in the beat the Yankees in the World Series, I would go to my hometown. I would ring the doorbell of every Yankees fan in the entire town, and then spit on their face, move to the next house.
You guys have a lot of angst in you, man. Jeez. Poop on the windshield and spit in the face. Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, you kind of have to, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but back to the Caps, if that's what we were getting to here. That was pretty dope, I think. Everybody liked that celebration and everything?
Love it.
Actually, hold on. I need to go grab my clothes. One second.
In the laundry room? Oh, I forgot they have like laundry in there.
yeah, mad close.
Take them in hither.
Does someone else need to use the dryer or something, you think?
Maybe.
So, how's the 9 to 5 life, bro?
Just taking it one day at a time.
Corporate style.
It sucks, but
You should just treat it like the workaholics.
I can't even do that. Cause everyone there just sucks, and I don't have anyone to mob with that is fun. All the interns are so fucking boring and so professional. It's there's one girl who I think is the love of my. She's the love of my life. I think I've only talked to her for 2 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But she's from the South. She got a really strong South accent, which I can get over if it's true love, obviously. But we're in the same group for this project. Next week we have to go on a scavenger hunt or whatever.
Let's go.
So we're in this. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna drive her.
What?
So
What?
I don't know. Pretty excited about that.
No, well, I'm just
See, more like scavenger hunt for this dude.
Yeah. She's
I will. Sorry.
she's skinny, but then her butt is so big. And, I'm scared to even look at it.
Hello.
This other intern.
Yeah, are you getting with it or what?
No, not really.
All right. So for the rest of this, probably don't hockey. Baseball, we'll do some quick stuff. NFL, I have one thing, and then I have my little segment I want to do.
Mhm.
Anything else you guys want to do?
Nah, it's plenty. Okay.
Okay.
I'll bring up soccer in the middle of that, probably for 2 seconds. Just plug soccer scoop.
Okay. Ready to go back?
Yeah.
So Noah, Ryan, after hearing those weird celebrations, other sad news. 'Cause that makes me sad. Shohei Ohtani out for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly sad by this, boys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty devastated. Not really, because I'm an Angels fan. I think it's bad for baseball. But the most pain I feel is for Mike Trout, because with Ohtani, the Angels get all this attention, finally, and then people can finally realize Mike Trout is maybe the greatest of all time. Now he's gone, and all these fake baseball fans are yeah, well, whatever. I don't really care about the Angels anymore. So Mike Trout goes back to being the best player that no one talks about, maybe ever. So that's sad.
So sad, bro. As they say in Spain, muy sad. I don't really know what sad is. Yeah, I agree. I'm actually really ticked, not even for just Trout, but for the sake of baseball, because he was supposed to be the savior, and I'm ticked for myself because I was gonna be able to talk baseball with non-baseball fans. Kevin just brought up Shohei. We didn't have to tell him about it because he just knows now. He's so marketable, and that's not gonna be a thing anymore. Kevin's gonna be oh yeah, Twins now, back to something he might know 2 people on the team in the future. So
yeah, Ryan, what do you think it is about Trout that no one likes, dude?
He's just very.
They don't not like him. They just don't
Yeah, I
just
don't care about him.
He just does
He's got a fat face, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's just with almost all baseball players. I would say Lindor, your guy, is an exception. There's a few others, but all baseball players just suck. They're they're all wet blankets. Chris Bryant, I love the guy to death. He's a wet blanket out there. He's so boring. They're all so boring.
What is okay? I don't really understand that saying wet blanket. Care to explain?
It just means you're boring, bland. I don't know. I don't really get why it's called a wet blanket, but I know that's what it means.
Yeah, I mean nobody likes a wet blanket, for being honest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I wanted to talk more baseball, and we'll get to that soon, but I just had an idea.
Okay.
As I chew this. So, my new segment idea. I don't know if you guys are going to like it. I do, though, and that's kind of all that matters in this situation. It's called Noah's Recipe of the Week. So, I consider myself kind of a entrepreneur in the intersection of sports media and restaurateurs. So, I figured I'd combine the two and talk about recipes on a sports podcast. So just cook this tonight, guys. Let me know what you think. All right, well, hold on. Let me finish this.
I see the chef is enjoying his meal.
Well, no, this is a close second. I just found these. Yeah, they're not even mine. I just found these these pretzels with peanut butter in them, and I put one in my peanut butter and scooped out a bunch of peanut butter and ate it like that, and it's like so heavy. That's a close second for recipe of the week, but we should put some like opera music behind this. Yeah, so my actual recipe. So what you want to do is take some 80-20 lean beef. I don't know if you guys know what that is. You're going to take that, burn it over a skillet, maybe rub some barbecue seasoning on it, as I did. Really added to the flavor, really made it pop, you know. Take this corn that I bought at Trader Joe's. Don't really know what it is. It has some really good sauce on it or something. It had some cheese too. You put that on, mix them together. So good. And that's Noah's Recipe of the Week, episode 1.
I'm excited. I'm excited to learn more recipes. I'm really excited for you to cook for us when we get down there. So
I actually will. Yeah.
I have a song idea that can go on the back of these. Noah's Recipes of the Week.
Yeah, what is it?
Reborn by Kid Cudi and Kanye. Does that?
Why?
Cudi. I can listen to him hum for like 3 days straight, dude. Sounds like someone's just like ascending to heaven.
It is me that you're hearing ascending to heaven. Actually, yeah. every time he
with a meal. So we'll put that in the background of you talking, and then listeners will be like, "What the heck is this song?" And then they'll get to this part and be like, "Oh, I get it now."
Perfect explanation. Let's get back to baseball for a second. Ryan, you had some stuff you want to talk about?
Yeah, this is like a general question for you. Kev, maybe you can pitch in. I know you're a pretty big baseball guy. Why do MLB managers just like I don't even know how to they just like they suck at like making changes or decisions. Like how come baseball is like a sport where like people will just stick with whatever they have no matter what? Like this is personal. Tyler Chatwood, that dude sucks. He cannot throw a strike for his life, but like the Cubs will just not take him out of the starting rotation no matter what. Every time he steps out there, it's a loss. They're losing like 6-0 tonight because he pitched. Like, why do managers just not care? Is my question.
Well, I think the simple answer is they're kind of wieners.
Yeah.
I don't really have like a real explanation. They just kind of seem like. Do you actually know? Did you ever read the book Who Moved My Cheese? In middle school, Kev, you're smiling. You definitely read that book.
No, but it sounds funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, it's about this one mouse who was like hesitant to change. And this one mouse who was open to it, and the mouse was open to change. Kevin Ha.
Yeah.
So I think Joe Madden's a Ha or whatever. Or him. I'm not sure which one's which.
I would say most MLB managers are. Kev, do you have a take before I move on to my next question?
Yeah, some hashtag analysis. Maybe because the season is too long, Ryan.
That's true, Kev. I agree.
You're like, we got plenty of games to make this up. Who cares if we lose this one? Yeah.
I agree 100%. That's a good take. It's a really good take. Okay, my other question is another kind of personal one, not about the Cubs though. Why are the Yankees the biggest pansies in baseball, but they also get to control baseball and just tell the league when they want to play and when they don't want to play?
That's crazy. That is nuts that they just got to tell the league that they don't want to play.
Like I get it. A night game and a doubleheader in a different city is rough, Yankees, but
they didn't tell the league, they told ESPN, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, they basically told ESPN they're gonna boycott, which I'm pretty sure they don't have the power. Aaron Boone, just because he was on Baseball Tonight for like 2 years, thinks he's like the toughest guy on planet Earth. Man, I don't think I've ever hate a Yankees team as much as I hate this team.
Yeah, I also hate the Yankees, but I'll tell you what, Ryan, they are good. They are so good.
Yeah, they're so good. They're so good, and they're gonna get like Syndergaard or DeGrom at the trade deadline, and it's just not even gonna be fair. Why do we even play this season? Let's just crown them champs now.
Okay, well, here's the thing, Ryan. The American League is like so good. The Indians are like the 5th best team right now, and they're like very, very good. The Cubs have the best record in the NL. I think they'd be 5th. They'd have the 5th best record in the American League. It is insane how good that is. You have quite possibly the 3 best teams in baseball: Red Sox, Yankees, and Astros. That's probably tough to debate right now. And then the Indians, who are probably 5th behind the Cubs. Dodgers sucked. East is the mess in the NL. It's crazy how much better the AL is.
You're forgetting about your Mariners, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna bring them up, but yeah, they always disappoint me, you know.
They look different.
They do look different.
Okay, that's all my baseball talk. Back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, I have one quick football thing, and then maybe we'll talk some soccer. I'm not going to say anything about this. I'm just going to introduce the topic and let you two analysts discuss.
Okay.
One Mr. Former Pothead. I used to have his shirt. The guy had a poster. Threw them both away. Josh Gordon said the Browns might have are going to have the best wide receiving core in the NFL. Please tell me, 1, why that's not true. 2, why the Browns are going to suck, because I don't believe either of those things right now, quite frankly.
Yeah, 1, it's not true because, well, 1A, when it was like Josh Gordon, I've never seen you play a full season, so can't trust you. 1B, Corey Coleman, trash if he even still plays. 1C, Jarvis Landry has never played for the Browns. Clearly, the Cleveland effect is going to lessen his output. 1D,
Factual.
You can't really pronounce David Njoku's last name, so he can't really be that good of a wide receiver. And 1E, quarterbacks, of course, like always. And then 2, why are the Browns going to suck? Because they're the Browns.
That seems like a good response.
Thank you.
You have convinced me, Kev.
Yeah, I don't get why you tweeted earlier. You quote tweeted like Adam Schefter some shiz.
Was it Adam Schefter or a Darren Schefter?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe I made that bad boy up.
That you just get so because I know you now, you get so enthralled in these things, but objectively,
good word.
Cleveland is not good at all.
Yeah, that's not really helping me a lot because I know that, but then I say that and I'm like, why aren't we gonna win 10 games? You know, my mind just changes like that. Here's an example: LeBron could leave, Cavs could trade Kevin Love, Cavs could draft somebody at 8 who's out for the entire rookie season. It could be Michael Porter Jr. hurts his back again; he's out for the year. They could sign some guy who was pretty good on another team. I read an article. They're like, if this guy gets to have an extended role, he could really blossom in a new scheme. And the Cavs' best player would be George Hill. I would be like, this team legitimately has a chance to go to the finals. It's bad, Kevin. I will convince myself of anything.
It's bad, but what's worse? That we're just stuck with soccer for the next 2 months.
Is it that long?
No, it's definitely not that long.
I'm pretty excited, honestly. Ryan, have you picked a team yet?
Yeah, it's a month.
I haven't. I think I saw someone say this is what you do. You watch the games matches. Sorry, Kev. Didn't mean to offend you there. Matches. And then what you do is you find the player you like the best, and that's the squad you root for for when the World Cup's not going on. So I'm gonna try and do that. My biggest thing is I'm gonna want to tweet about this, but I'm gonna have to spend 30 minutes having Kev give me a quick rundown of the history of soccer before I can send a tweet out.
It is wild.
So one thing I do want to get your opinions on. We alluded to it on the incoming Soccer Scoop podcast that will drop the day of the World Cup. Complete preview of that. So stay tuned. But boys, so this song came out probably more than a month ago. I don't know. And I heard it and it was wow, this is just ridiculous. But never did I put 2 and 2 together that maybe Kanye West was making fun of the Soccer Scoop podcast when he was saying scoopity poop. Poopity scoop.
I didn't think about that, Kev, but it
are we,
sense.
as a What the Sports publication, going to stand for this?
No,
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to go. I don't want to have to drop a diss track against Kanye, but I will if you guys need me to. I'll get back in the studio.
I think after that fire track on James, dude, I think we need one.
Okay, we'll start writing. Kanye, you're dead. You're dead, bro.
Kanye, you're gonna start choking on some fish sticks again, bro. I'm sure of it.
Definitely wasn't coincidental, man. He's coming after my neck, so
Yeah.
glad you're sticking up for me, Ray.
All right, I got 12% on my laptop, and I don't got a charger near me. So let's get this rapid fire soccer going.
I feel like that was all we got.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Oh,
good show. Follow us on
Kev, whoa,
Real
Kev, are we not
Sports.
giving our freaking picks? Is this not what we do? Who you got winning, soccer expert?
As I say in the Soccer Scoop podcast, Argentina, but you're gonna have
No way.
you have to
No
see the other
way.
picks.
Me, Kev, I
got
have
some surprises.
I'm trying to think of like a team that would be not that good, but like I can't think of any of those
Iceland?
teams.
Tunisia,
So,
Iceland.
nah, I don't like Tunisia.
Senegal?
Not their year. They don't got enough depth in that 4-3-2. So I'm gonna go. Is Chile in it?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
No?
I don't know.
They missed it.
I'm gonna go
Colombia?
England. I'm gonna go England because my dad's in London for the next 3 months. So that's basically our home.
Bringing them big good luck.
Yeah.
Noah?
All right. Well, for me, I guess I can't pick Peru because that's my team now, and that'd be biased. I will go with a team that I wrote a full report on. I have some affinity with. El Tri, Mexico.
Here you go.
Viva la Mexico! So that's my score. Vámonos, Chicharito! No! It's gonna be like my rallying cry for the next 14 years, maybe.
Get it?
Let's get it done. All right, yeah. So soccer, every other sport. We'll have all the coverage on Twitter at Real WT Sports. Online, WTSports.net. We have some NBA stuff up recapping the season. It's not much of a hiatus for the NBA. Like the off season's already starting. Players are going to be changing teams. Coaches are being hired. The Pistons hired Dwayne Casey. Bunch of stuff going on there. MLB All-Star break coming up in the next month. Next month should be fun for standings and whatnot. Apparently there's some lacrosse BS going on, Kevin. Soccer Scoop will give you all the soccer stuff you want. Instagram, WT_Sports, Facebook, What the Sports. Follow us there or you'll never, ever get those runs, which let me tell you, good meal. Very
Great
good
video.
meal.
Great video coming soon. So stay tuned, listening.
Ooh.